Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Let's try this again. So we had a problem apparently with the computer. Apparently it literally froze for whatever reason. I have a theory that Chrome let something out, and between Chrome and that Edge. So basically, I was looking at the news earlier, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" Thinking to open up my own web browser. No, apparently, when you get the news box that you can't disable in next to your clock when you want to do something, it's like shows whatever it pulls up. See, this is why you can't trust computers that often. They might have some really great um, information, but in the end, so let's get this over with, shall we? So we have no more trouble. So I want to speed this up as long as possible today. I have to start over. So, first of all, for you new preppers out there, I will be getting you. Well, anyways, I will send the preppers list on edit mode, so I don't have to worry. So when you get the edit mode, check it out. The list is full except for fairly Kimmy recommended 3 items that were missing. So I guess I got to put those in for Kimmy. Of course, I can put in it as an example, so we won't have to worry about the price or whatever. So apparently there was a spike or a lag or something in my internet, all right? So basically, for some of you out there, we're going to get to the pricing right away. That is, if this starts to freeze, we know it's a camera issue, which means the higher megapixel is a problem and it ain't the computer. For some reason, it shouldn't be the computer, it just froze on me. And Higgins, of course, he doesn't sit there and say stuff like, "Oh, well, we had no trouble." So either the computer is overheating, trying to transmit the data at 24 bits. We have it. We could drop it down to 720. Higgins is always griping about it being one. Oh well, the thing is, if it fries my computer out because we got to cater to Higgins, then Higgins owes me a new computer. I think I can think Zoe and Kimmy would agree with me on that one. See, I'm just throwing that in there as a joke. So. Well, I hope Kimmy comes back. It was good to see Kimmy. So, anyway, shall we get to it? So, this morning I have some work to do tonight. Got to get the list done. Don't want to be here too long, like I said. Two is the list I will edit as soon as I'm done with the video. I will edit the video and then I will give you the list. But let me just go down and break it down for you. Non essential items through the roof. Essential items affordable. So, non-essential items affordable. Essential items: food, toilet paper, paper towels, water. Someone asked me about paper plates. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Paper plates and garbage bags to the list. Someone was talking about that the other day, so let's just get that done. Paper plates and so any paper plates for your preppers list. That's a good thing. And plastic fork, plastic dinnerware. Yeah. So, buy that. I used to buy them in bulk, like 500 pieces at a time, but, people start, took me 13 or 15 years to run and to get it out, because me and hubby were too lazy at the time. So, anyways, I want to thank Piper for his donation. We're going to once Piper tells us what he wants us to put his hard-earned money to, well, we'll use it. But right now, we're not doing anything. Piper donated. So, I want to share that with you all. So, a couple movies I watched last night. The Rain Man. Love that movie. I figured I would share that with you guys. Hold on. They say don't move too much, and the camera could be, So, anyways, I only get up when I have to. So, it's kind of a bad habit of mine, but still. So basically, for you new preps out there wondering what to do, well, see, look, On the preppers list, I was just doing, I'm not going to go through the entire list, but foods include soups, ramens, beans, etc. That's all going up price. Soups. Then she was talking about deodorant. Kimmy said deodorant, sanitizer, paper plates, plastic dinner ware. Yeah, so plastic dinnerware. So, the thing is, you get those and your paper towels. You don't even need to think about napkins, Which brings me to another thing. Apparently, companies, I got something to tell you that's for you preppers out there that might be scary. So I was going through my news feed, and my news feed came up, and a lot of preppers say, "Oh, well, what's so special about your news feed?" It's special when you turn around and you read it, and you find out that companies, say like Mike, Reverend Mike, Mikey, I saw him comment anyway. He's talking about 3 cases of wine and 3 cases red, 3 cases white, maybe. But you know what else you prep with? Some really good wine. You get that dessert wine for Portugal, the ports. Yum, yum. Anyways, let's get down to brass tacks. All right, alcohol would be a good prepping tool for some of you if you're literally going to prep when it comes to the other thing, um, which is using it as a disinfectant. Which she said disinfectant wipes. So baby wipes. If you have a baby, think about your little baby too while you think about it. Right. So something to think about if you have a child under 2, you might want to get baby wipes and disinfectant wipes because, it's not going to be easy. Now, a lot of you have messaged me saying, well, what's going to happen in 9 days? Well, let me just put it this way. 9 days, we're going to see some serious crap. If the trains are delayed, which no one talks about, there's going to be delays in the rail system. You see, in the 15th, if they can't come to an agreement, because the railroad workers are working long hours and they're not getting paid. So they're going to go on strike. And if they do, the American people are going to see goods and services delayed for the holidays. I mean, literally. And then Congress has to intervene. That's how it works. That's what the news is saying. So, well, you sit there and you watch other preppers, prepping channels like Dipshit, who's talking. One talks about civil war, and the other one's saying there's going to be a red wave and everything else if we don't stop it. And then there's going to be another prepper talking about, this and that. The thing is, you got to take them all with a grain of salt, because, as I was saying to Piper, the other day, I literally, I'm here to tell you, for you noobs, your first priority is water and food, then water. And that's going through the roof. So, like I said, I'll edit the video description and I will post a link for the preppers list. And you guys can literally see the list for yourself. I will be adding to it. So I will put a disclaimer, adding other items to it coming in the next 24 hours due to the fact that it needs to be done. So, so I thought I'd share that with you, Now, I got an update about Higgins. I was talking about Higgs, a minute ago. In the other video that froze the entire system. Could be camera related, could not be. We're still in the testing phase. But Higgins went to the doctor. He was supposed to sign a paper online, and he refused. So finally, he went to see his doctor about medication refills and talk about Social Security and other things I think of. And she terminated the doctor-patient thing because he had a temper tantrum or something. Could be he's Republican. We don't know. But anyways, he said it's a Democratic doctor and that's it. No, so find a new doctor. And Higgins is now worried he's got to find a new doctor. Which my best bet to Higgins, I haven't emailed him, is find a new doctor. So he waited. And they said, oh, it was a formality. And then waited. And when he went into his appointment, the lady turned around and told him he has no services with her as her primary care because of whatever. He thinks it's a whole, I was denied on Social Security benefits. So, he thinks it's like a conspiracy. They could be, could be not. Could just be that, you know. And look, I'm not in the state of Michigan, so I don't know what Higgins is doing. Okay, but the bottom line is he finally went in. He refused to fill out the form because he thought they terminated him. And well, they terminated him, and now he's like, "What do I do?" And it's like, dude, take a chill pill and rest. Literally. I mean, we don't know what's on his file. They sent it. He spent 4 hours today on two calls, one at the head national level and then one at his local level. And they told him to fill a form out. And if you read the form carefully, like he emailed me, you know, I'm basically like an advocate for him, right? I'm not getting paid, so I always joke about where's my gift cards, Higgins, you know, and my gift card, you know, joking with him, and he's like, you know, joking, you know, because my birthday and stuff, and was recently, and anyways, the joke is, where's my gift card, you know, but you know, he emailed it to me, and I read the fine print, you know, I went through it this morning. That's why I didn't reply to him, anyways, and it was like, reading the fine print was, you might be subjugated to pay for those records. So they can charge whatever they want. So if you want your full Social Security medical records of why you were denied, they might charge you for it, too, because they got to recover something. Too many people on it, and not enough money coming in, so they're going to start charging for you to get your file to know. They could do that too. I mean, they know Higgins has no money, so they could just sit there and say, "Oh, this record, all the printing material, put it on paper and on CD is going to cost you $350 or $400." He doesn't have it, so he's going to have to think carefully of what he's going to do, you know, because of it. You know, they got him over a barrel, basically, you know, and that's something I want to share, you know. Told him it wasn't going to be easy getting on the disability part. I told him it might be easier on SSI, but, you know, us preppers got to stick together anyways, you know, but still. A lot of people say with my channel, I get all the drifters and the drakes and the losers. Well, maybe. I don't know. But Zoe ain't no loser either. So, you know, she likes the real personality of the Rita. So, and with Zoe sleeping and Higgins sleeping and Fanny not on, and I just got up a little bit ago. Yeah, I slept, Fanny. I literally slept. Yeah, so don't worry if you're watching this video. So for the new preppers out there, just remember is you need to get food and water, bar soap, dish soaps if you want to do your dishes. Otherwise, buy paper plates. I haven't even checked on prices of those yet, so give me some time. I'll give you guys an update tomorrow on that. And the other items that Kimmy recommended for this list, because you know we all work together as a unit to make sure the list is solid, complete, and stuff. The other thing you want to get is your toiletries. You want to make sure you got your toilet paper, paper towels, dish soap, laundry soap, bar soap, body wash, the little bath sponges, you know, little sponges for the body wash, your shampoo, your conditioner, those things. You do not want to stink because you could get sick and get diseases if you're not clean in a SHTF situation. So think about it that way. All right. So that's something you guys got to think about. Those are essential. So they're raising the prices on those. The non-essential items I want to talk about that's in the preppers list really quickly is, you know, your first aid kits, your compasses, your survival kits, your knives, your Swiss Army knife tools. I'm a big fan of Victorinox. Everyone knows Victorinox is the original Swiss Army knife. I'm a big fan of those. I'm a fan of those portable TVs. We found some TVs out there. You can buy new or used. Depends on what size you want. They go from 3.5 inches to 5-inch TVs. The 3.5 inches is pocket size and digital and can fit in your pocket and runs on AA batteries, which I like. The rest of them are lithium ion batteries or the rechargeable type built in. So eventually your TV would be useless due to the fact that you are, those non-essential. Another thing that's in the kit that's pretty affordable, I highly recommend. You can get them cheap on eBay, or you can get it cheap on, not on eBay, is is scanners. So think about that. You want to put police scanner on your list because it will come in handy. It depends on, you want a mobile one in case you have to put it in your bug out bag. Otherwise, you can get a base station as a backup, as for your primary at home. It's always good to keep the local news. The scanner is better as a local news source than um, not, because if a SHTF situation happens, the scanner will be chirping more because you'll have EMS going out to do medical calls. You'll have police or sheriff going out to do law enforcement calls, fire going out if there's fire. So those three is essential for knowing what's going on in the world if you have a radio sit power, a powered situation. Also, if you have laptops, um, with external hard drives or internal hard drives, you might want to make sure to make updated videos if there's a power outage and keep it, 5 to 10 minute things. Make sure you keep your if you have a generator, that's not essential that you can get clean power. So the thing is you got to plan it carefully and coordinate it. If it now, some people say, oh well, what about the generator? We don't need it. What about the generator, or what about a smoker? Well, I still got to contact the manager and where I live about smokers and generators. But the point is, just think about it. It's not going to get easier. It's going to get worse. And you got to be prepared. And with that meat shortage I was talking about coming up, in 2023, the meat shortage is right now no shortage. Meat prices are stabilized due to the fact that the farmers are taking their cattle to market early due to the fact that there is a super drought and some of the states can't support or sustain the cattle, your livestock. So they're being slaughtered, and when that runs out, your hamburger could be $50 to $100 a pound next year. So be prepared. Keep getting canned goods. When my packages come in, I will do an unboxing of what I got this month in my broad spectrum of payments. But, right now, we're not tapping into anything because we got stuff to eat down anyways. So also restock what you buy. If you see expiration dates coming up, eat that down. Don't buy much, and that can save you some money. And then if you have food stamps, some of you out there, use your food stamps to place what you ate and put it in your prepping kit, because it's not going to get any easier. We don't know if October will be. People are now messaging me about October, and it's like it's the beginning of the month. We don't know if the food stamps will run out for pandemic food stamps or not. So bear with me. I'll get you info. I know where we live. I'm connected to the news sources for Washington State. The other states, you'll have to connect up yourself to see if there's extended. So otherwise, when it comes to prepping, just be safe. I'm going to do a poll, or I'm going to take a poll right now and ask you all if you guys think that this radio show, when I get my ham's license, should be on ham radio, or should I do a podcast for you busy people that want to listen to me in your car? Let me know what you think. Because frankly, it is what it is. So food prices going through the roof. I checked this morning during my coffee. Food prices are going through the roof. So just be careful. That's what I can say. Keep prepping. That's all you can do. Also, on the prepper's kit, before I go, I didn't put it in there, but you might want to get, if there is no power outage and it's a food shortage, which we're talking, there could be a food shortage over power failure. They prep for power failure anyways, or power grid failures, but also prep for food shortages, which means learning to ration the food. And another thing is make sure to get some entertainment. So if you have kids, make sure to get some deck of cards, cards, Skippo cards, etc. Playing cards. You can buy like a case of cards for like $30 and just throw them out so you guys can play cards. Back in the day, people used poker as a pastime in the old West. So, and finally, books. Books are very important. So if you have like paperbacks and hardbacks and leather bound, read them. Books are not supposed to just sit on your bookshelf. You can actually pull them out and read them. I got some projects I'm working on right now that require books. So think about it. Books are mighty fine tools in a SHTF situation. Don't disregard the books. If you have books, pick up a few. If you like to read, like I do. Another thing is in SHTF, there is no power failures. You might want to try to stock and get if you have the financing, make sure to look into getting, say, a PlayStation 5 or a PS4 or even a Switch. And, no, I don't like Xbox, so I didn't put in Microsoft. If you're an Xbox fan, feel free to use Xbox all you want. So, but the point is think of it, all right? So those are your tips for preppers out there to do preps, books, music, CDs, if you have a CD player still. If there is a power problem, you won't be using your computer, so you want to have some other backup situation. Maybe invest in a few more memory cards. If you have a DSLR, use it as a camera, and you can do short videos talking about the pandemic or whatever. Keep records, do something, until they can restore the power. Otherwise, if the power is there, it's going to either be a food shortage, civil war, or World War III, which is highly unlikely. It's going to be World War III. Civil War, I don't know, maybe a 10% chance, but still prep for all situations. Now, it could also be for you preppers out there that are just wanting to prep in case of natural disasters. Yeah, like your natural disaster. You can find the natural disaster list. I don't want to go through the entire list, but apparently we're spending so much money. We're spending like billions of dollars a year for tracking asteroids, but we're not spending enough money scientifically to see what happens if a volcano, like in the movie 2012, blows. So think about it that way. Take that for a grain of salt. And we haven't prepped in case there's a new ice age either, like in the movie The Day After Tomorrow. So you got to think about those too. Otherwise, that's all I can tell you, peeps. So in the meantime, for me, for all of you out there, keep prepping like your life depends on it. In the meantime, I want to tell you flat out right that I will get to the work list sometime tonight or tomorrow in between. Zoe's going to message me tomorrow sometime about timestamp of when she wants me to be live with her. And you guys can come on too if you wish. But I'm trying to make these videos short. So you, the subscribers, don't complain that the video is 8 hours long or 4 hours long. People don't have 4 hours. So, but some of these people like Piper, they're entitled to their time too, due to the fact that, they're donating gift cards. And then, Zoe donated booze and other things. Just remember, like I said, booze in the last video froze is an anesthetic or is a pain reliever to a point. So, if you have an infection, 80% or 80 proof or higher will help you with your thing. If you get 151, you're doing really good. But at the same time, the thing is think about it that way. And because I'm going to edit the video with the email addresses and the email addresses, and for if you guys want to send me comments or suggestions, that'd be much appreciative. I used to follow you some preppers, but I stopped because half the stuff they were saying was BS. It was like they wanted to sell their own products. I'm not here to sell products. I'm here to tell you like it is, and I'm giving you this information freely. So, that's why I say donations are more than appreciative. Maybe you have something you want me to test, maybe a new radio or a short wave or something that you're thinking of buying, but you don't know. It's like me. I went and invested in testing out dry roasted peanuts and cashews. I wanted macadamia nuts, but again, sold out. So think of it. Think of it. If your store is sold out on a lot of different things, like your protein enriched peanuts or your cashews or your macadamias or your almonds or your other nuts. I think it's all cashews, almonds. Yeah, I like almonds. Then think about it. So, so for you followers of my channel, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. And I appreciate you listening, because your main priority is food and water. Everything else, food, water, and toiletries, everything else is a bonus. Now, if you want to buy a generator, go for it. If you want to buy a smoker, go for it. If you want to prep with a freezer, go for it. If you want to prep with portable TV, go for it. Portable TV will come in handy, but you also got to basically make sure you know the news channels of the news and make sure that it picks up your signal, because digital portable TVs are more harder to receive than the old analog. Analog, you could just walk down the street or drive in a car and your TV worked. That's what I had. I was like the envy of my school when I came in with my Casios and my Sony Watchmans and whatever else. I had my TVs with me at all times in my backpack. My mom made sure, the teacher basically made sure my television came home. A little pair of headphones and the headphone jack, and I was watching TV. I grew up using the black and white TVs. Black and whites, I even had boom boxes that took like 10 D batteries, but when you got the car adapter, you plug it in and it did that. Now, a lot of people said, oh, you must have been a kid that really hated black and white TV. If black and white's the only TV you have to watch while you're on a road trip, you take black and white. Now, my mom, of course, had a car and it had a TV in it, so the color TV worked really well. So you see where I'm going with this. So, I'm a poor person, but I'm not privileged, but my mom thought the TV was a good babysitter. Now, think of a movie from 1979, Peter Sellers' last movie called Being There. I think it's what it's called, Being There. Look it up. It's on HBO, where Chauncey the gardener likes TV. I like to watch, So think about that, back in the day. TVs were also used not just to babysit your kids, but back then it also was hook the game system up, play it. So, another thing that would be good in your preppers kit, which I haven't thought about, I'll talk to Higgins and the rest of the group tomorrow, is a portable DVD player. You get a good one, the big enough screen. It's got good reviews on Amazon. That might be good to keep your kids busy, but just remember you got to charge it so when the battery goes. But that's if there's the situation where there's no power. So you got to take that into account. Also, if you're a prepper and something's going to happen where there's going to be food shortages, and another entertainment is DVDs, Blu-rays, and video games. So if you're an Xbox person, get your Xbox games. If you're a Switch player, get your Switch. If you're a PS4, PS5, get those. Just make sure you have entertainment to keep you busy because there will be a food shortage. Other than that, nothing I can say or do. So basically, think about it that way, all right? So, with no comments, Kimmy left, and Mike left. Mike suggested wine. Wine's a good idea if you're a drinker. Beer is good if you're a beer drinker. You want to make sure you get beer. Beer might go up price next year depending on wheat and hops, but currently the states that are producing wheat and hops are doing very well, so you shouldn't have a shortage of wheat or hops, but there is a shortage of wheat because of it, so that's why I was recommending another tool in Prepper's Arsenal is a bread maker or a Dutch oven where you can make your own bread in your oven. So think about it. Food pricing is going to go through the roof. Ramen's going up, beans are going up, lentils are going up, oats are going up, so you want to make sure to have it. I just saw an article where it says if you know how to eat oatmeal every day, it'll help you out immensely. It'll fill you up quicker, but also you can also have bananas, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, loganberries, lingberries, all those things. So that said, everyone, I hope that helps you for you new preppers. And remember, if you can find a place online that sells, another quick tip, nuts in the bulk, like walnuts, peanuts, pecans, pistachios, buy it in the bulk. You won't regret it because those nuts will be your protein. But also check the expiration date on when nuts will expire. So That said, everyone, thanks for watching. Everyone, thanks for tuning in tonight. So please add subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hit the bell notification button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button. Leave the comments nice is all we ask. And it's beneficial for us all to keep prepping and prep like your life depends on. Thank you. And God bless you in everything you do.